Speaker Mike Johnson plasters NBC News, puts them in the grave. All done. Bye bye, Kirsten. She's going to get so demolished in this segment alone. And this is part of Trump being ahead in the polls. I think it's given many other Republicans, maybe even more soft spoken Republicans normally, given them bravery to they're punching them. Don't let up, guys. Don't let up until after the election. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I hope you've joined our happy throng by making sure you've subscribed and rung that bell so you don't miss out on a single video for as long as we're allowed to be on the platform. We're back.
Kamala Harris's numbers are dropping in the polls, and she just said in her own words, you saw the tape there, there is no difference between her and Joe Biden. The Biden policies, Bidenomics, all the things they champion are destroying the country, and everybody knows that, and that's why Donald Trump should be elected. Republicans are going to win the Senate and the House.
He's mowing over her, and she's trying to interrupt so bad, going, I got to fix this. I got to save Kamala. I can't let Mike Johnson beat the crud out of me. Weak Mike Johnson is beating the crud out of NBC. Yes, he is. Now here's election wizard. This is some great new news. This will put a smile on your face. If you're not smiling yet, you're fake Republican. Okay, listen to this. Election wizard. I'm hearing from several sources that a number of Democrat consultants are advising down ballot Democrats in battleground states to distance themselves from the Harris waltz due to major collapse in support from the Harris ticket shown in recent public and private polls. Democrats down ballots, that is Senate, House, they're going, distance yourself from Kamala. She's a disaster. She's going to make you lose.
Mr. Speaker, we should note that FEMA funds were actually redirected on Donald Trump's watch to deal with the migrant issue. Let me ask you mentioned the medical records.
No, ma'am. Wait a minute.
No, ma'am. She tries throwing in a lie. She goes, so she'll just drop a bomb, trying to fact check him, which is a lie, and then just move on. Moving on anyways, go on. And then he goes, no, we're not. Oh, you brought up another discussion, and now we're going to address the lie you just told. Watch this.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, facts are important. That is a new program that started in 2020 under Joe.
Now, I don't know what you call this face. Is this resting Democrat face? Whatever it is, this body language, what does it tell you about how Kamala Harris is doing and what she thinks of Mike Johnson? I just kind of like that he's mansplaining to her. I welcome more of this. She needs to be mansplained too, good and often, because over at MSNBC, you're allowed at NBC just to say anything you want against Trump and for Kamala Harris. They all need to be corrected more often by every guest on their show.
Biden, that funding wasn't necessary under Trump's administration because we secured the border. We didn't invite illegal aliens and dangerous people into the country. That's a Biden-Harris policy, and everybody knows it.
She's dying to get back in.
Mr. Speaker, it did happen under Donald Trump's watch, but let me just ask you about medical records since you raised them.
No, Kristen, we did not.
Did you see that? She negated again. It did happen under Donald Trump's watch. Now moving on. She tries to move on, and he's going to go, look, if you keep saying this garbage, I'm going to keep coming back and correcting you because you're lying.
All of his medical records?
New account.
Should Donald Trump release all of his medical records,
he has. Speaker? He issued the records of his physicians. Kamala Harris issued her medical records as a diversion because she's desperate because she's sinking in the polls.
Yeah, they tried creating an issue. What if we can get Americans to be worried about Trump's health? No, I'm only worried about him taking another bullet. That's the thing that's most threatening to his health right now is Democrat rhetoric, the kind of rhetoric that you regularly hear on MSNBC, and they don't get it called out by alleged journalists like this Kirsten, who's a fake journalist, fake news. This is all a giant gaslight cover up. They do not care about, she doesn't care about anything Mike Johnson says, any fact that comes out of his mouth. She doesn't care if it's a fact or a lie. She's going to lie to you and tell you the opposite.
Donald Trump's health is on display. Everyone in America can see it. The man works nonstop. He never quits. He probably sleeps 4 hours a night. He doesn't require as much sleep as the average person. He's an unusual figure. And this is the strength that we need in a time like this.
And how do we know that she should not care about his health? Because they didn't care about Biden's health for 4 years. Not one question from this lady who now allegedly, we have to get out Trump's medical. Where's his cognitive record? Where's his cognitive test? Should we go public with it? These are the same people that lied to you for 4 years and said Biden is sharp as a tack, smartest guy they know, incredible high energy. Oh, and we have to get rid of him and replace him with Kamala Harris. These people are lying up one side. Don't give them 1 calorie of respect from your mind. You don't have to even listen to them. They've discredited themselves so much. You may not have to listen to me, but don't you dare listen to them. You're an imbecile if you listen to NBC, the news. These people are zero credibility.
We're in the most dangerous moment since World War II. You have to have strength. You have to have a steady hand. You have to have a commander-in-chief that our allies respect and our enemies fear. They do not fear Kamala Harris. They do fear Donald Trump.
Mr. Speaker,
that's what people are going to vote.
Now, it's weird. She's trying to interrupt him. He's trying to save the world. They don't care. The news does not care that we're on the brink of World War III. They don't care. They don't care that we do not have a strong leader and we need a strong leader. They don't care. So they're going to flush all of us down a giant toilet. And all they care about is getting their liberal, social, progressive agenda through, because that's their atheist progressive religion. It's a progressive religion at this point. Religions don't care if they get martyred. They don't care if they die in World War III. Okay. They're going, look, this is our religion. This is our faith, our secular faith, Marxist secular faith. We must praise the state, and ask forgiveness from the state so that we can be saved by the state. That's the left.
Just to be very clear, he hasn't released all of his medical records. He released 2 letters.
There she does another factoid. Okay. He released 2 letters and then she goes, and now let's move on.
Should he release the results of the cognitive test?
He's on display every minute.
So it's unnecessary. Right. You concede that he didn't release his medical records. You don't want to know things like his cholesterol level, whether he's dealing with any issue that we may not know about, if he's going to be commander-in-chief.
I love how she's debating him. She's a news person debating him. She'd never do this to a Democrat. So you admit, so you concede the medical records don't matter. No, they don't matter for Trump. The cognitive records do matter for Biden. I would say an IQ test matters for Kamala Harris because she'd fail it. She'd come in so shockingly low, like well below 100-point IQ level.
And he also said he would release cognitive tests.
Listen to your question.
Should he release that?
The American people, Kristen, the American people don't care about the cholesterol level of Donald Trump. They care about the cost of living and the fact they cannot pay for groceries because Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's policies have put them in that situation.
Correct. Way to go back to financial issues. Mike Johnson staying on topic. He goes right back to the groceries, gas prices, open border. You did this. This is a giant campaign event for Mike Johnson. He's actually doing very well helping promote Trump here.
The medical records are irrelevant. Let's talk about things that the American people care about. That's why Donald Trump is surging in the polls, because he's doing that on stages, in interviews, nonstop around the clock. And Kamala Harris has done nothing. Every time she talks, her numbers go down because she is uniquely unqualified to be the commander-in-chief at one of the most dangerous times in the history of the country. That's a fact.
Every time she talks, her numbers go down. Did you catch that? And that is a truth. They're not moving her out on a media blitz this weekend again. Why did they hide her again? Why don't they roll her out? Because you can't fix her. You can't fix an idiot. You could make pretty girls be pretty if she keeps her mouth shut. But as soon as she opens it up and reveals what's inside her heart and what's inside her mind, voters are horrified. And not just Republican voters. Black male voters, Hispanic voters. And if you say that they're dumb and if you judge them, then you're racist. I'm talking about the people who are going to report this video to YouTube. You people are the ones who are scolding the black man, scolding the Hispanic man, saying you're sitting there pointing and lecturing minorities. You, especially the white elites that work at all these institutions that tend to report these videos, they tend to be white elites, white. Look at the color of your skin, white. And you despise what is happening with minorities going to Trump. I'm Doug in exile. Ring that bell. Ding.